Right along, motherfuckers.
Turning up the headphones a little bit, Wally. Fuck it, yeah. I keep this shit from the middle, grab the hell six wing. Right before I tear this Henny bottle up and spark the green. Young niggas all across the globe just tryna get some green. Focus up and stay persistent, this shit closer than you think. Protect my energy, I never let them intervene. We all gon' get shit bustin' when it's time to play the scene. But we need way more execution when it's time to follow dreams. So I gotta execute, cause this shit closer than you think.
I don't want to do like the Kevin Hart, Tiffany Haddish sellout, but I want to. You gotta do a little bit of like cooning for the bag, you know. Like what's selling out to you? Like you gotta play like you gotta play a role as a housekeeper in a hotel, yeah.
I gotta play a housekeeper.
Does that be selling out?
First of all, let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. One of her first
That's
big
true.
movie roles was Made in Manhattan.
That's true.
Okay? If you're trying to J-Lo me, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I'll put on a fucking apron.
Hey,
Pretend to fall in love with some white men. For
you
sure.
saw Selma Hayek last night with the titties out?
I didn't watch the Golden Globes.
I didn't either. I just saw the titties though. It's all over my Instagram.
Of course.
Titties all on it. Is she Spanish?
Uh-huh. I think selling out for me, I don't know. I think like the second that you change even like the slightest thing about you,
Your essence.
Yeah, like your essence, like
That's selling out.
I think so. I don't really know. I never really thought about it.
Doing
So,
a commercial.
Like people are like giving you money to change yourself.
It's like
Or
we
they're
don't
like,
like
"This
you
isn't
how you
working."
are.
Yeah.
We
like
want you to
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Chris
yeah.
Pratt when he was on fucking what is it called?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Think of him then, and then think of him as
now
a
as a fucking movie star.
Yeah.
Fucking
Insane.
damn near superhero now.
Literally a superhero.
But you think that's selling out? I feel like selling
I think
out.
there's probably there's different definitions of selling out. Like
I feel like selling out is more like you're doing shit that you probably don't really want to do, and people gonna look at you and be like,
Well,
you doing that, dog? Like when for example, when I saw Kevin Hart do that Get Hard movie, by teach Will Ferrell how to be in prison, I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, bruh.
I think it's like inevitable. Like,
It is kind
It's
of
inevitable. You're gonna sell out no matter what, especially if you are like in the industry and you want to be like successful at it and you want to get paid and shit. Like
How do white people sell out?
How do white people
Well, you
sell
said
out?
Chris Pratt, but
pretty
like,
quickly.
We're the ones who sell you out. What the fuck you talking about? We're like, hey, listen, we don't like all that N-word stuff.
no, that's the Jews.
Those are the Jews.
White people.
True.
True.
I guess Jews count as white, as the whites. Well, shit. Hold on. Before, are we starting?
Yeah.
What up, y'all? I'm back, bitch.
EJ's back, and he's gonna be mad.
Hey.
Hey nah,
Hey,
nah,
hey, nah.
EJ's back.
Thank God.
Thank you guys. Thank
I
God.
could not do one more fucking episode.
Hey, y'all ain't do that bad, bro. Y'all was cooking a little bit.
Y'all heard the edited version.
Hey, shit, fuck it. That's all
It
they
took us,
need.
I still got a
3
black
hours
eye.
to get 45 minutes. Like, at one point, we shut it all down, and Nick's like, all right,
Let's play
let's
music.
play some music. Let's put on a record. Let's smoke a bowl.
It was that shitty, dog. For real.
He started
No.
rubbing my feet and shit.
Hey,
I'm
quit
just
scooping
kidding.
the yogurt
Yeah.
into your mouth.
Everyone just.
This is me
I never
before
heard
I
anybody
sell out.
crunch
This is
yogurt.
Me before I sell out.
We don't like how you eat yogurt. Actually, if you can, just like not.
If you
do
could just
that.
stop eating, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's
completely.
actually what.
Yeah, if you could just starve yourself. Welcome to Hollywood.
Welcome to Hollywood, and welcome to the Ride Along podcast with me, EJ Watson, and Johanna Madronda, Nick Kelly.
Hello.
Hey.
It's beautiful to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
I was really excited about today. I was
EJ's been smiling the entire time.
Yeah.
I
dude.
literally, son, and I got these big rosy cheeks now.
Yeah,
son.
you do.
Yeah, my.
You went to Chicago, came back. Now he's wearing a do rag.
I am wearing a do rag, yes, but I'm also drinking a White Claw. So I'm
Yeah.
still,
It balances
It's
each
all
other
about
out.
balance.
Yeah.
It's all about balance, baby.
I'm White Claw Watson out here, son. I'm trying to get rid of the carbs.
I like
Love
that
that.
name.
White
Yeah,
Claw
that's
Watson.
good.
It's got a ring to it, don't it?
Hell yeah, son. I'm
Mhm.
out here, bruh. How y'all? What?
Out here.
What were we just talking about selling out for the bag? Yeah, what's selling out for white people? Like what is something that you'll look at a white person doing and it's like cooning almost? You know what I mean? Like what is that for white people?
Well, when you say cooning, you basically mean, like you said, Steve Harvey was cooning.
Steve Harvey is a coon.
Which,
Damn.
Yeah, I said.
yeah.
I said that with some bass in my voice, motherfucker. Steve
Say it
Harvey.
with your chest.
For real.
Jesus
There's a
Christ.
difference between saying somebody's cooning and be like, he's a coon.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey is
Like,
you know why I could say that too is because Steve Harvey has a joke in one of his specials about how he would coon if they offered him this much money. It was like it was about being a monkey in Planet of the Apes.
oh God.
And what's the dude from the Green Mile that died?
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
What the fuck is his name?
oh, boy.
Huge
A
guy.
huge
He's a
Why
big.
is
We
he-
knew that, but he's big.
What the fuck is this guy's?
I'm
God damn it.
looking at his face right
Shaquille
now.
O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shaq.
Oh,
All right.
dude, I saw Shaquille O'Neal in a commercial today, and I was like, damn, baby's thick.
Yeah, that
He's
nigga
a
is-
thick boy.
He might be pushing 5.
Oh, dude, it's
500?
crazy.
He might be pushing 5.
He's a giant.
He's 7'3".
You ever see that video of him tripping on
Yeah.
TV? I watched that shit live.
The longest
Tripping?
fall.
Oh yeah, he falls like on live television. He's doing like some basketball commentary, and he gets up from his chair and he just
Shut
fucking
the
trips over a
fuck
cord live.
up.
It rolls over.
Do you
That's
know how much
awesome.
shit he would knock over in your house if he fell over in here?
Dude, you wouldn't be able to walk through my house. There's no fucking way. That's
But-
so funny, man.
but-
But yeah, the Green Mile
God.
dude. So he was playing. So he was playing a monkey in the motherfucking Planet of the Apes or whatever, right? And everybody had a problem with it. It's like, why would a black guy play a monkey? That's racist. Blah blah blah.
He was wait. So what do you mean they CGI'd him?
I think I think he was one of the main dudes in the movie. I never seen
like
the
how
original.
Josh Brolin was what's his face in Avengers. Like how they take somebody's face and make them an animated character.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. They could have just made a monkey. I
Michael-
don't
They
know.
could have, but
Michael Clark Duncan.
Michael Clark
Yes.
Duncan. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Duncan.
So
Told you it was Shaquille.
Stupid.
like he's playing a monkey or whatever, and everybody had a problem with it. He coon and blah blah blah. And then they found out how much they paid him, and it was a shit ton. It was somewhere.
See that would be Kevin Hart's argument. You said
That's
Kevin
what I'm
Hart.
saying. Yeah, and
That
that's what
would be-
Steve Harvey did. He was like, if they want me to play a monkey, I'd be swinging from trees, eating bananas, blah blah blah. And it's just like, and it shows when he does fucking.
Yeah, dude, it's like that J. Cole song, 1985, I Arrived, where he's talking about, like, these white kids love that you don't give a fuck, because that's exactly what you expected when your skin's black.
Yeah.
They want to see you dab. They want to see you pop a pill.
Hey.
They want to see you tatted from your face to your heel. And somewhere deep down, fuck it, I gotta keep it real. They want to be black and think your song is how it feel. So when you, but you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, that would be cooning to me. Is like
but what's a white coon?
pander. I don't know. Cooning kind of sounds like pandering to me.
It's kind of like pandering, yeah.
Right,
But it's like doing the stereotypical shit about. Okay,
Okay,
for
so
example,
I got-
being like you're maybe you play in a basketball movie and you suck.
Right. Okay. So cooning for a white person, I think, is like the antithesis of what like Bill Burr hates in his podcast, like
What's
what he
that?
kind of goes against, which is just like the extremely guilty white person that everything they do is trying to prove that they're not racist, like just going along with the times right now completely. You know, in a way
Yeah.
where it's like, okay, we get it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
Who
we
said
get
you
it.
can smoke in here?
I thought I could. You said I could.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
like,
Last time.
once in a
Oh, I didn't know
while. Like, it's not a
Oh, she's
fucking,
just
what
not-
do you
yeah.
think this is? This is a non-smoking room. There's a sign right there and everything.
This one only.
You bought a sign?
And now I stole that from fucking, what is it called? The Boyne Mountain.
I don't know what that is.
It's a white people thing. I went snowboarding there.
Sell out.
Sell out. Yeah, that's some cooning shit. You cooning for the Peruvian cooning.
Me? I
It's
grew up
not-
in Clarkston, Michigan. I've been cooning my whole life. What's wrong with you? What? The fuck? I've been riding jet skis and fucking wave
Yeah,
runners and shit.
Right.
My
I
whole
think
life.
the first time I went tubing was my first coon moment.
Yeah, there you go. Congratulations. That's like star number 1, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you guys talking about? I'm sorry, before I rudely interrupted.
So-
You didn't interrupt. It
Wait,
was,
so like coonin is basically when you look at a black dude and you say that he's coonin,
yeah.
you're saying that he's playing into the not even clever stereotypes of a black dude
Exactly.
so hard because he knows that it'll.
It's like
make
doing
money.
a hacky joke on stage.
Yes.
Bro. Yes, but
So
you
what would the
doing-
white version be? It would be
That's what I'm asking.
being the stereotypical.
So
oh.
I'm not racist. I got my friend ZJ.
Well, that yeah, I guess that or also you could just be like a really dorky fucking dude that has no moves and like it's just I don't know.
True. I don't know, man.
What is the Hispanic coon?
That's what I was asking her. It was like playing the cleaning lady.
We don't ever sell out because nobody ever pays us.
Y'all be accepting those wages. Y'all fucking up the game for yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
For real. Y'all gotta.
Well, none
y'all-
of us have papers.
True.
What are we gonna do?
It's like y'all getting hired for cheap.
I'm gonna pay you this, or I'm gonna.
Mexicans
call
at
the
jobs
people.
where they get hired for cheap should be getting paid the most. For real.
It don't even make
Yeah.
sense like the work ethic. It's
Dude.
it's so unbelievably like
100%.
when I did
of
concrete for one
yeah.
summer, I worked with these like Miguel and Savadio, and they fucking could hardly speak English at all, but literally didn't take a knee
Bruh.
for fucking 10 hours,
Bruh.
dude. It made me feel like a bitch.
Sign.
You are a
100% of
Okay,
the work.
unnecessary.
What'd you say?
I'm not saying you, and like I'm saying your people, you
Fair.
white men, fucking people, like.
Well, all right,
Work in
yeah,
the
you're
sun
right.
for 10
we are
hours.
all bitches compared to
Like-
Mexican workers.
Yeah.
I'm an American person. Like I'm a bitch as well. Like I'm.
No. You go along.
I definitely have
You
work
fit in
ethic.
this-
I
yeah.
definitely have work ethic. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like
Your white
my
comes out
work
with your-
ethic compared to like my mom or like her generation or like that part of my family. Like
But some of that shit's
You know
still
what I
in
mean?
you though. Like it's
Oh, it is. How many
it's
shows?
definitely
how many
in
times
me.
we talk about how many shows she runs, how active she is on social media, and like
yeah.
you're fucking digging ditches with comedy essentially.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get that, but like put me in the sun for 10 hours, I'll be crying the whole time. You know what I mean? Like I'm saying
Yeah,
like
you're not fucking
I don't
like
gotta
doing.
fight for my family back in Mexico and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like try to make as much money as possible and then go back and shit. Like
Yeah.
I know what that's like. Like my family's friends with those people. My family has been those people. So
yeah,
it's
they
like,
all work.
my mom,
in
dude,
the
used
back
to
of the
work.
house at
My
my
mom
job.
was a single mom, dude. Like she fucking would landscape and work in offices and work at fucking Jabil soldering fucking wires together and shit. Like she did it all.
It doesn't even make
It's
sense. Where's
insane.
the energy come from? Like in such a small
The need
people.
to survive, the need to prove yourself. Like
The need
my
to
mom
survive,
learned how
yeah.
to speak English by watching television.
That's awesome.
Like there's
What
no other
shows
choice.
did she watch?
It's either that or fucking live in Peru and have fucking
Huh.
Okay,
live in poverty.
that's true.
I heard somebody
You know?
saying that like somebody that they know learned English from watching Seinfeld, and then they swore that
That's
like
so
they would
awesome.
walk in the door a little bit like Kramer, like a little bit too.
Yeah.
Like too hype.
Yeah.
I never got
Little
into
too Jewish?
Seinfeld, dog.
That's yeah.
Not the comic, but the show. Like I never.
Aren't all the seasons on Netflix now or something?
sure.
They're streaming somewhere.
It's
I've
like,
been meaning to watch from
I
the
wanna
beginning.
you
start
seen
it
Curb
'cause
Your
I haven't heard.
Enthusiasm?
Let's start it.
I've seen Curb Your Enthusiasm, and yeah,
I
we
love
should start it. Curb Your Enthusiasm. is legit.
Every episode is like a premise that we write down in our phone
yeah.
that they take and turn it into an entire episode.
Yeah,
Like there's an
like-
episode of Curb where he some guy parks like an asshole over the line.
Mhm.
So he has to park like an asshole over the line,
Yeah.
and then when he comes back, the guy's gone. So it looks like he was the asshole,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And they make a whole episode out of that shit. Like that is Seinfeld and Larry David's essence. Like there's a Seinfeld episode where George Costanza has too thick of a wallet, and he has a back problem. Actually, is what happens, and they figure out it's because he's sitting on too thick of a wallet. Because on Christmas, one of the Jews were like, "You got that George Costanza wallet."
So funny.
That is so funny.
I know, and they turn it into a whole episode. Like that's
well,
why.
what's so great about Curb is a lot of that shit's improvised too.
Yeah.
Is
Like
it?
they just go off a loose. Yeah, it's just
Really?
a
And
loose script.
everybody plays themselves, right? Or just him?
No, just him.
I've heard. Wait, in Curb.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just-
so in Seinfeld, Larry David was like the main writer. They
Right.
said that George Costanza was kind of like supposed to be the essence of Larry David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the
Mhm.
complainer, just like
Mm.
he's the one that doesn't there's a Curve episode also where everybody's saying thank you to this one guy for his service because he's in the army, and then they get to Larry and he's like, "Hey, Larry, nice to meet you," and like he just didn't want to say it because everybody else was saying it, which is. But yeah.
Dog, yeah, I don't know. It helps when you got fucking $900 million, bro. You fucking
Sure.
Oh shit.
that nigga Larry David. Who you think the richest nigga in comedy is?
Kevin Hart
You think it's Kevin Hart?
by far.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be.
It has to be.
I don't know.
They just made that fucking Netflix documentary on him too. I was kind of watching it in the background the other day.
I feel like it's some
God,
OGs
he's such
out.
a fucking piece of shit.
Dude, I
Kevin?
feel like it's some
Oh,
people
yeah.
that's some OGs that's been around longer than him that got more like a Seinfeld or or Larry David or whatever.
But think about like how.
Seinfeld could possibly have more money than
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Open mic for Kevin.
But is Jerry Seinfeld selling out arenas the way that Kevin
He
Hart
not
is?
doing- Seinfeld
That
not
arena
doing
money is
Or Sebastian probably
insane.
is up there too.
Seinfeld doing
You think
Seinfeld
Sebastian's
doing
up there?
Sebastian not
He
doing
is.
Way.
arenas, bro.
No, dude, are you
Is
kidding
he?
me? He sold out like Madison Square Garden like 4 times in a row.
But he not doing an arena
No
tour. He
fucking
doing
way.
arenas. It's a difference between
He
doing
could do an
arena
arena tour in a
tours
second.
and
Yeah.
doing like
Speaking
an
of
arena
Coonan,
on your legs.
some people would say that he's an Italian
Italian
Coonan.
coon.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But I believe him though, in a way. Like,
He's Sicilian.
yeah,
It was so weird to see him on The Irishman.
yeah.
I didn't know he acted. I thought he was just pure comedy.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of comedians have, what is a comic? You're basically just acting the whole time for
There we go.
a certain amount of time.
Shit.
That's what
you
I was
know?
saying. On
Just because they're your
Charles
stories and your
Fricker's
jokes
podcast.
doesn't mean, I'm not, that is not me when I'm up there.
You think you'll get into acting?
I think I could act, yeah.
Yeah.
me too. I think all of us could act.
Nick's a really good actor, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Nick
Dude,
is
I-
only a little bit good at everything.
Well, if he's good, if he's
Facts.
actually good at anything, it's acting.
For real?
Yeah. Did you ever watch that short film we made?
Yeah, it was really good. It
Yeah.
was fucking dope.
Nick fucking killed it,
Yeah,
dude.
Nick. Yeah.
It
It was
just seems
tight.
simple to me. It just seems like, okay, what is bad acting? Bad
To
acting
be
is
fair,
when
you were acting like a fucking gangster goon, which is basically what you are.
Yeah, you
like
play
that's
yourself.
your essence.
you say coon or goon.
A little bit of both.
But like to me, all right, so it's simple as this. What is
Gangster coon.
gangster coon? What, like Lloyd Banks?
You just come down to some Timberlands and some baggy sweats, looking like Tony Ayo, nigga. Gangsta coons, baby.
Bad acting is when you watch it and you're like, oh, this guy's acting. So it's as simple to me as like, forget everybody's around you, forget you're on camera, try to put yourself in that position. But then again, there's like Bill Burr says this too all the time. It's like there's a difference between like acting isn't hard, but there's a difference between like just acting in a certain way and then all of a sudden having to cry and lose your shit,
Yeah.
or like
I think
your best friend just died.
I
Okay,
think
go.
when you have to act like that,
That's another
you
world.
gotta really have a hold of the script for real. Like, and
You gotta have a
And
hold of
of
your
the craft,
emotions.
though.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
true, but I
like-
think it's easier because a lot of that, like, I don't like acting, but my thing with acting is like it's not hard to do, but the hard part is fucking studying the fucking script, dude. Like that's what's hard for me. I suck
Yeah.
at studying in school and shit, so like just trying to like remember fucking like what I'm supposed to say after this guy as well as the emotion I'm supposed to have with it. That's the hard part. But like if you got like
Yeah,
a
but
strong,
if you run through it enough times,
That's true,
You know,
and-
like how many times have you ran through your set? Now you can
Exactly.
you can say your set.
That's what it
but
is.
that yeah that's
Anywhere
yeah,
at any
that's,
time,
I
you
guess-
know?
yeah, I
when it
guess you're right.
becomes, but then there's probably a point where it goes too far where you're just going through the motions. You want it somewhere in between where like
Exactly.
I heard Marlon Brando used to literally like tape up his lines on like a piece of bread if he had to pick up a piece of bread. So like it would be like he'd be reading it in the moment. So there'd be like a little pause of like him thinking like, because that's how we talk in real life.
Mhm.
Well, right.
A good actor is somebody who makes you forget that you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And a good comedian is somebody who makes you forget you're watching comedy, almost.
Yeah.
There are one-liner people that it's like, okay, joke, I'm laughing. But it's like, I don't know. It's just trying to be natural. But trying to be natural is acting.
Yeah. You think acting's, I mean, obviously comedy is, like we've been doing it so much that it's gotten easier to us, but you think like starting out, what do you think is harder? You think acting or comedy?
Acting's pretty vulnerable. I know. Comedy's more vulnerable, probably.
I feel
You're
like
by yourself up
know.
there.
That's actually
That's
a really
it is a good
great
question.
Like if you're starting out both.
Because I think, okay, so for me, like, acting's hard for me because it's in such an intimate setting, and there's not a ton of people there, and like,
And you're not gonna
it's
get
got to be
laughs
quiet. It's not, yeah.
can't-
You don't have reactions. It's just like we want to get the take, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
that's
then
the
like,
thing. Is
of course,
acting-
like a good director is gonna tell you like this, that, the other thing, but like. I don't know. I'm more embarrassed to like pretend to be somebody
That's
else.
true. Yeah, it's so
You know
vulnerable,
what I mean?
dude.
Instead of like on a stage, like I can now perform in front of 300 people and be fine. Like I'm like, this is it. You know, I've done this a million times. It's gonna
That's
be
the
okay.
thing with acting. You get takes. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
You get
don't
takes.
yo-
And stand up, like if you're in front of 300 people and something doesn't go right, you can be honest about the situation. Be like, okay, so they're not into grandma butthole jokes or whatever.
Exactly.
Like,
Like it's
for sure. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
okay,
I think
acting
break the fourth
acting's,
wall.
Acting might be
acting's
harder.
very hard. I think it's very hard.
It's so vulnerable.
It's
dude.
very vulnerable. It's like I can't. For me, like when I was asked to act a little bit, like during that same film, like I couldn't like take myself seriously. Like I couldn't just like be angry. Like I could be angry
Yeah.
for a minute, but then I would just like start laughing. I'd be like, "This is ridiculous. Like I can't do this." And I have like Diego staring at me and fucking like
Diego
Bart
holding up
staring
a
at
light
me.
in
There,
your
he's like
face.
holding
Yeah.
a light and he's like watching me perform, and I'm like, "This is embarrassing. Like I hate this. I want
And
to
you
like
gotta
crawl
do
in
it
a hole."
and you gotta do it right on cue. They're like, all right, 3, 2 is motherfucking. Now you gotta start right now, being who you are.
Yeah. But I think like with anything, you know, with it just takes practice. The
For
more you
sure.
do it, the more you research something. Like, I don't know.
Would you rather like your first time acting or your first time like being in a nigga house and you gotta rap in the studio? That shit vulnerable too, bro.
That shit's vulnerable as well. Yeah.
You gotta rap, bro.
Dude, I have been known to get really drunk and actually be really good rappers.
But I'm
so-
talking about
Lil Joe.
recording
Lil
yourself.
Joe.
Lil Joe.
Yeah, I don't know.
like
Maybe.
that.
Well, I think maybe like when you're in a studio and you're like rapping or singing, like I think maybe that's just equivalent to doing stand-up comedy, maybe.
Wait, what you mean?
'Cause you're like alone. You know, like
That's true.
it's just you and a beat. You know, like
Mhm.
you can't see people seeing you.
That's true.
And I think, and when it's when you have a good show, you can't see the audience.
The more vulnerable,
When the lighting is right,
Yeah.
you know, you really are just performing for yourself.
you really are. You just staring at people's heads. You can't really see. You,
You
can
just
only
see
like,
shadows and,
yeah,
and
so you
darkness.
can only
Fucking
really
Twilight
see
Dude,
Zone.
that's my
right.
fucking shit.
What?
When you
staring
can't
at
see
people's
I
anybody?
love
heads?
that when you can't see the
people?
audience.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Please, I like
That's
looking
my
niggas
favorite.
in their eye, bro. I be looking people dead in their eye. I'm like, you about to laugh at this shit, bitch.
Yeah.
there's nothing like complete darkness and just hearing the laughter.
For real.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Strange.
it's good stuff.
I think what's more vulnerable than rapping for the first time is playing your song for somebody else.
Oh.
That shit
Oh
is
my God.
vulnerable.
Ooh.
You ever made a
EJ
song before?
Dude, I've never made a song, but I've had like guys like sing me a song or show me a song. And
It's
just me
vulnerable
and him, and
listening
I'm just
to that
like,
shit.
Oh my God.
I want
How
to
you
kill
gonna
myself.
make me feel vulnerable by listening
I want
to
to
you?
fucking kill myself. This is terrible.
Oh,
Never play the guitar in
God.
front of me ever again. Like,
And you have to
you
sit
know,
there like,
it's like, and it's one thing, like, you know, like Nick and I have like chilled or whatever, and like he'll play the guitar, he'll like play a cover, and it's
Yeah.
fine, and it's cool, and like I love
Right.
to hear it in the background,
but
but like,
I wrote this.
but
new
he's not
number.
like, I wrote this, and
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
show it to you, and like tell me what you think. I would literally be like, get the fuck out of my
You
house.
got to
Like, get the
feel
fuck
your
out of
own
my
pain.
house.
Dude, just writing lyric, because if you wrote a song, right? If I have a guitar and I wrote a song, unless it's quirky and like a comedy song,
Yeah.
that shit is vulnerable as
It's
all
so
fuck.
vulnerable because you gotta say some deep shit.
You gotta
You
try to at
fucking
least.
try. You actually gotta be a good maybe singer slash and Nick, to his credit, is like a good rapper, but like fucking that shit still is like.
Yeah, you played my song at the Independent the other day.
And he's
and
about to turn it off.
No, he caught me walking to the computer, and I just right when I put my hand up to the computer, he goes, "Don't change the song."
Yeah.
Was it like after hours or like during?
Nah,
the show?
he's on that. He's
Go
on that
listen to the
playlist. I
songs,
got a
yeah.
Nick Kelly song on the regular like indie playlist.
Yeah.
I've never
Right,
told.
but was it playing like during intermission? Was it playing?
It was playing
like,
during an intermission.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
And it's like no, and I'm just like nobody knows this is
Don't
you,
be a
dog.
pussy,
Just
dude.
fucking
Come
play
on.
it.
Well, that's yeah.
You
I'm
got
not,
good
like,
songs out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but isn't that strange how vulnerable it is to have to listen to somebody? It's almost like being at a comedy show and watching and you're in the crowd, like you're
your
in the
friends
middle
bombing.
and you can't get up really
Yeah.
without causing a scene, and they're EJ up there looking right at you and they're saying
I
something.
honestly think a lot of my friends, especially like my childhood friends, don't come to a lot of my shows because they feel like
Obligated to
embarrassed for me. No,
Yeah.
they feel embarrassed.
Yeah.
They're like, I've known you your whole life. Like, what are you doing up there, dude?
They're
like,
so
Yeah.
afraid.
you know, they're so scared for you.
They're so afraid that they're afraid to be in the audience
That's
and
so
feel
crazy.
the pain that you're feeling times 10 if you don't do
That's
that.
how.
Exactly.
That's probably how your parents and shit feel when they come to the like at least for the first time.
Oh, thank
It's
God.
like now our parents know like we good at this
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
but
yeah.
like fucking
Thank God it worked out though. We got lucky.
what you
It
mean?
could have been like I got lucky. I think you
I
said you
love
got
how
lucky.
you're like, we got lucky. Like, bitch, we
I'm
are
like,
like in
we
year
ain't-
1 and 2. We
Yeah,
ain't shit.
I said, we ain't got
Well, no, I
luck.
meant-
Like, we're all right.
no, not.
but
I meant we got lucky by. I don't know about your case, but I know the first time your parents saw you, it went well.
It went really
And
well.
yeah, it was at the. We were all doing the show
Y'all
at
was both-
Gratiot,
y'all
right?
was- Yeah.
And then the first time my mom saw me, I did really well. And I don't know about you, but like I consider myself really lucky. Or just like every time somebody's came to a show for me,
I
it's gone really
don't
well.
remember the first time my mom came to a show.
Yeah, you're different. You're kind of like
Damn.
you're kind of like you're kind of like the person that brings people together that aren't like compatible. Like I'm more worried
Yeah.
about like, oh, I don't want to invite this person because that person can be there and they won't like each other.
Yeah.
Like I'm too worried about that. You're the type that should just be like,
Dog, when Johanna
shut up.
first
If they
started,
don't like it, like
any show Johanna was on when she first started, bro, them bitches was packed, bro. I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
I've always been
with this many
envious of people
friends.
like that just don't worry about the
Yeah.
interactions and just like
Yeah.
come if you want.
Now you look back and like that's a mistake for real.
Dude,
That's such a mistake because you
I
wasted your
had
friends
such
while
a
you.
good conversation when I like first started. Like, the Big Time Garbage Boys were very skeptical of who I was and what the fuck I was doing there. Like, they're like, why are you here? This is weird.
You talking about on their podcast or?
No, when I would be at like Trixie's open mic and stuff, like, because I would do, I was doing like the open mic for a little while, and then I dropped off and I wouldn't like go on stage. I would just like come and hang out. Like, I was like too nervous and like whatever, feeling some type of way.
I
so
kind of remember that.
Those
like,
guys,
you just,
those
I'd be
guys were
"Who is
like,
this
"What the
girl?"
fuck are you doing
Yeah.
here?" Like, literally, Bart was like, "Why are you here?" to me once. But once they like realized that I wasn't gonna stop coming, they Mercer and I had a really good conversation, and that's pretty much what he told me. He was like, "You know, this isn't gonna last," and like he was just being real, like super real with me, and I was just like, "Fuck."
It's for real. The
Like
friends
that's-
and family will come see you
Yeah.
once or twice
Yeah.
and early,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that, when it's like you damn near got to do comedy 2 years before you tell your friends you're doing that shit for real.
I wish I would have waited, but
Well, my
Yeah.
What are you gonna
sister has
do?
like posted like, I went to my brother's show. Like I'm so proud of him. He's been working so hard at this and all that. And I'm like, hey, listen, you're gonna quit on me like 5 years in, like maybe 10 years in. Like you're gonna be like, oh, he's still doing that.
Right.
Like, calm the fuck down. Everybody that like
Right.
likes what I'm doing and like I really appreciate it, but like also, it's not going anywhere right now. It's gonna all be local for a long time.
They're
and
all
it's like,
supportive, and then all
Give
of
it
a
a-
sudden
give it a
you'll
few
be
years.
headlining, and they won't come to a show. Like it's fucking weird. It's like I'm actually nice now,
yeah.
and you won't come to these. But when I'm doing the open mic at Trixie's for the fucking first time, you guys invite everybody.
Yeah. I know. That's literally how it went too. That's how it goes. So.
Man, inviting niggas to open mics, yo. I was like that'd be the rookie mistake. So.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I was just always out. And I've always just been like the fucking party girl.
Nucleus.
Like I've always been like, yeah. I've always just been social and been out. Like I don't like to sit at home.
Me neither,
So it's
no.
like, well, where you want to go grab drinks? This is where I'm going,
Mhm.
and there's gonna be a microphone, and I'm gonna tell jokes. So that's why like a lot of friends would
Yeah.
come and hang out. But then they got sick of that shit. They're like, I gotta listen to another white man talk about his dick.
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this shit definitely a white man sport, bro.
They
What's
all
that,
are.
comedy.
Basketball ain't a white man sport.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. But nah,
Not
mo-
yet.
most
But
shit-
it's
most shit is
but
a
it's
white man
ran by
sport.
white
Yeah,
men.
it is ran by white men. And yeah, no, comedy is definitely a white man sport, bro. But We do what we
Times they are a changing, you know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Starting with this podcast, that's why it's two of us and one of you. You know what I mean? That's why we do this.
So, well, how was y'all Christmas, dog? It was cool. It was just regular. You get any?
You think my holidays are ever regular, bro?
That's fair. What was your?
A drunk Brazilian lady was trying to tell me that I should read more books so that my comedy's better.
That's
and
facts.
like, fuck you. She's never seen me. She knows
She
nothing.
didn't have to. That's true.
She knows nothing about me.
Yeah.
Like,
Or your comedy.
or my comedy. Has never seen me perform. Like, this is my aunt's friend who lives in Brazil. Like, she's in town with her fucking daughter for Christmas, whatever, and I'm tolerating her. She's completely... They had been drinking champagne since, like, 11 o'clock in the morning, and I was there at 6 p.m. Like, she was hammered.
Oh.
And she's trying to talk to me about, like, she's like, well, I'm a teacher, and don't you think that this would be funny, and this would be... It was like your drunk uncle telling you a joke on steroids. Like, it was
Yeah.
just like, bitch... Get the fuck
You
out
don't
of
know
my face,
shit
dude.
about
Like,
Send me
get
all
the
your
fuck
premises
out of
in
my
an
face.
email once
Like,
a
you
month.
don't
Right.
think that I know that? Like, I know
Right.
that I should know more about the world and about politics and shit and write creatively about it for my comedy to be better.
Right.
But I don't need you to fucking drunkenly, like, breathe on me and tell me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, going.
so
to
that
her,
was in
like,
the first 15 minutes, and
Yeah.
then her and my mother got into a physical altercation, and then I told her to shut the fuck up, and then everyone was screaming in the kitchen.
What?
Yeah. These are
Just
my
a regular
holidays, you
Christmas.
guys.
You told your mother to
you
shut
know
the
what-
fuck up,
do you
or the
not-
Brazilian bitch?
the fucking Brazilian bitch. Because she tried to come up behind me and, like, apologize, and she was, like, grabbing my arm and shit, and I was like, don't fucking touch me. And then
Did they get in an
and then my
argument?
mom was like, don't touch my fucking daughter. Like,
Oh my god.
oh, it was...
shit.
dude.
Why'd you
Dude.
guys
Go.
just invite a Brazilian bitch over? How'd
We
you-
were at my aunt's. My aunt was hosting Christmas this year,
Okay.
and my aunt was hosting her. That's her friend.
She's put out a flyer. All Hispanics welcome.
Pretty much. That's
So
how
y'all
that's
only
been my
fuck with
aunt's
South
house.
American Spanishes.
Mexicans.
Oh,
you almost you almost said South American Mexicans.
You're trying to you're just trying to get me to admit that my family's racist, and they are. They
I know
fucking
they racist.
My mom and my aunt, yeah, they don't like Mexicans.
That's good.
It's so
That's good.
find this on the internet, go burn them all.
Do you think that's? I mean, yeah, that is annoying for anybody that doesn't do comedy to talk to you
It's
about
so
it. But
annoying,
do you
dude.
think that
Yeah.
I think that that's 100% true. That even if you're like a rapper or if you're a fucking painter, maybe, but like reading any book or just like I don't know, being interested in listening to a podcast that isn't about comedy is gonna help you in the long run for sure. Just expanding your vocabulary.
any sort of
expanding-
information?
Yes.
Like
Any sort of
like
new
because
stimulus.
the second you learn something, there's a way to
You
make
learn
it
it.
funny. Like
Mhm.
you're just a funny person, and you look at the world in a very like specific way. So it doesn't matter what the fuck you're learning. Like,
No, it doesn't.
but what fucking killed me was she was like trying to talk to me about like being an intelligent comedian, and then she was like, "Tell me a joke about the cilantro right here."
What?
Oh,
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Tell me a
My
joke
mom
about the
almost threw
cilantro?
bows at Christmas
Dude.
dinner because
Shout out
this
to your
bitch
mama.
was disrespectful. For
'Cause
real.
I'd have been.
This
I'd
bitch
have
was
been
rude
hot,
to me.
bro,
Like, she was rude to me. It was not just like
It's one thing to
you
just be
know.
like, "Yo, tell me one of your jokes," and it's one thing to be like, "All right, bitch, we about to do some drills." You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck
Mm-hmm.
are you? Like, you think,
True. Yeah.
you rather like you think you fucking
Comic combine.
yeah, you fucking
yeah,
right.
it was a whole thing. Yeah,
Think you
yeah.
fucking Phil Jackson about to just fucking have me practicing on Christmas?
Yeah.
Fuck you, dog.
So that's my
you take a joke.
my Christmases goes like that, dude. Like
Yeah.
in the first 15 minutes, it's a lot of like, "Hey, how are you? What do you need? Do you need help in the kitchen? Okay, let's pour some wine. Let's take some shots." And like people are drunk within the first 15, and then there's
that's the
people
top of the hill.
screaming at each other. Yeah, that's the top of the number. And then in between is like, okay, somebody's crying in the corner, somebody's patting her back. Now we're figuring it out. Everyone's calm now. And then there's usually another screaming fight, and then we eat, and then we drink, and then we sing songs,
Okay, so two
and then
fights.
we play a game.
Two.
2 fights before the game.
And then they all hold hands and go fa hoo ray hoo da hoo may hoo welcome Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes.
What was your wackest gift?
Mm,
Do you want to say?
I just can't think of one. I honestly loved all my gifts this year.
For real.
Yeah, I had some really good gifts.
I don't know if I got a whack gift this year.
What'd you get?
My sister bought me a Roku.
Okay.
My mama bought me these like earmuff headphones.
Oh. But like you're like in the back of your head, you're like, I got nice headphones.
I kind of got some nice headphones.
Right.
So that might have been just.
But
off
she was
default.
but she's a cute mom, so she was like, you could keep your ears warm, man.
Yeah.
And listen
Yeah,
to
but it's
music,
like,
right,
I don't-
DJ?
yeah,
that
but
is
it's like-
actually really cute.
It's a dope gift, but it's like I don't be outside like that. So like,
Right.
Yeah.
I was thinking about giving them to Emily. She be walking to class and shit. So it's like that'd be good for you because you be outside in the cold. Plus,
Yeah.
you know, you can live. You don't gotta have a hat on.
Re-gift them to Emily.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
else?
just wrap them right up.
That's pretty much all I got. I ain't really get shit. I'm starting to get grown man gifts for Christmas, which like ain't shit.
What? Like what?
Socks.
What do you
Socks
mean?
and
Like,
Like
ties.
socks and like fucking.
I always get socks. I get socks every year. Actually, I didn't get socks this year.
That's what I tell people if they don't know what to get me. I'm like, just give me some socks, bro.
For
I'd
real.
say I hate the gifts where people get you like lotion.
You don't like those?
That's
I'll
my
take
mom's
those.
move to get lotion or a candle.
Yeah,
You
like
don't like those?
I like a candle. Give me a candle all day. But
You
yeah,
don't fuck
like
with lotion?
because then they just fucking. I already have a huge
Yeah.
thing of lotion. Like
That's true.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like and it's a very
Facts.
average like shea butter fucking lotion. It's not like I don't need this pomegranate fucking
that's
bee
true, yeah.
bullshit. Like
Mhm.
it just accumulates. It's just now it's all underneath my sink and it's never gonna get used.
Motherfuckers just think that's what girls like is like a basket with lotions and shampoos and that shit and motherfucking.
It's self care as a woman is so hard. Like
Yeah.
you think I fucking enjoy that shit? I got to put 3 hours out of my fucking day apart to like put fucking lotion on my feet
So
and
they just
shit.
gave you a task, pretty much.
I hate getting my nails done, dude.
They
gotta
should just
sit
make
there.
a kit like fake nails, fake eyelashes, lotion, mascara.
Yeah,
And just give it to you. Be like, here you go.
work with it. But everybody got their own custom shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the eyelash.
Exactly. Think about how big
I
of a
wish I had
business it
money.
is.
Do you know how hot I would be if I had money? I would like
you
go
believe
to
that?
Fuck yeah! Are you kidding me? I would
Everybody
have
would-
like a personal trainer. I would have a chef. I would go to a spa.
Okay.
Most
That
people with
money.
money-
I
That
would
type
pop.
of
I
money,
would
okay.
get
Sexy,
like
yeah.
Botox. I would fucking
Yeah.
What? I
Kylie
would
Jenner
lift
looks.
up. I would lift up my titties. Hell
Dude,
yeah!
Kylie Jenner looks nothing like how she looks for real.
None of those bitches.
Literally.
None of those bitches.
When she was, I remember,
Do you
dog, watching
remember?
Keeping Up with the Kardashians, dog, like in the early like 2009, 2008, when
Yes.
Kylie
They
was
thought
like
you forgot.
16. She don't look.
They have like changed their bone structure somehow.
literally
like it's insane.
Literally just. Literally like Pokemon transformations, bro. Like
What?
Yes.
It's
They
fucking
evolve?
Yes, they
weird.
evolve.
bro.
Money evolves you like a Pokemon.
money,
money-
evolves you.
like a motherfucking Charmeleon, bro.
For real. It's insanity.
It's so crazy, bro. And like so.
If they never had that money, holy shit, they're trash.
And a
They're
lot of
like
girls that grow
trailer
up with
trash.
money are good looking, kind of.
Dude, what if
Well,
you
yeah,
could
of
They can afford the
course.
best makeup. They can afford the
Yeah.
clothes that accentuate their body. They could fucking.
I wish you could catch
Bro.
the Kardashians in a Pokeball.
Isn't it crazy how
Wild Courtney appeared.
Kim, I choose you. It's like I'm a little horny. Kim, I choose you.
that's probably gonna be their fucking new app. For
New
sure. Their new fucking
What's it?
Catch
Chloe
us.
evolves into Kim.
Kardashian Mongo.
if you catch us, we come out naked or I don't know.
Yeah.
some
Hey, dog.
fucking-
Motherfuckers gonna be playing that shit too.
Absolutely. Did
Nah,
we just invent something?
I think-
I think we're
Kardashian-
on
Cut
something.
this out. Let's put this into
Kardashian Mon?
Yeah.
Kardashian man. Yeah.
Kardashian man.
Oh.
I don't know, man. It's insane. Even just like makeup alone with women, like when they can fucking like contour and like they can change their like facial structure with just shading, basically.
For real.
When did that become such a popular thing?
A few
Makeup?
years ago.
Like makeup's always been huge, but you know what I'm talking
But
about?
like
the
highlighter and contouring and shit.
Or just,
yeah,
like,
I
the
don't
whole,
know.
like,
I mean,
makeup-
drag queens have been doing it for years, for decades.
Damn.
But for some,
Way ahead
like
of
it
the
fucking
curve.
caught on to the women, I
Mhm.
guess. And now there's like YouTube channels and fucking influencers and shit. I don't get any of that stuff.
Well, niggas could just change that shit with an app now, for real. They don't even need the makeup.
I know, but I'm saying like in real life.
So real life makeup is just.
I don't know, man. Don't be
it's
fucking.
Photoshop.
Don't be engaging. Don't be like proposing to anybody until
Till
you
you
give
see
them
him
a
with
fucking
no
makeup
makeup.
wipe. Like,
I need
for
to see
real.
you out of the shower, bitch.
I need to see you fresh out the shower, for
Fresh
real,
out the shower.
with like wet hair.
I'm gonna
Because even your
propose to-
hair like changes what the fuck you
Have
look.
you seen Cardi B without makeup? She looks awful.
Of course, she is trash.
She
I
look
could listen to her
awful.
voice and tell you she's awful looking.
Yeah, man.
I got
She
this
literally,
deep-ass
she
throat.
literally got a bag and fixed her teeth.
Yeah.
That is a fucking
I'm like, this
lyric
bitch,
in her song.
She look like a bitch that
That's pretty dope.
like work as a line cook, bro, for real. When she
Mhm.
don't got all
Hell
fucking
yeah.
I'm
Money,
like,
dude.
you a
Money
line
will
cook
make
with a
you
fat
fucking
ass.
sexy.
money can make you sexy, dog. And then especially Hollywood.
It will make you sexy.
You don't
will
even have
give
to
you-
look sexy. Money is, dude. What about that dude that
Who
that
the-
married Anna Nicole Smith, or just all the other examples of that?
I don't know who that is.
Who married Anna Nicole Smith? I
It
don't
was an
remember.
old ass. Well, really, she married him. It was this old ass billionaire.
Yeah.
They married each other.
But you think them niggas was always ugly? Like Donald Trump wasn't an ugly dude when he was young.
No, I mean, he wasn't attractive, but yeah, like fucking Melania loves him. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now it's like you look at him, it's like
It's such a joke that
the
everybody
fuck
knows.
outta
It's
here.
almost like a cliche to even bring up. But dude, like she fucking loves him. You
Nah,
know, she just
yeah.
there's a bunch of other people in the world, but she just had to
Have-
get that Donald Trump. Dude, he's a fucking ugly
gross, dude.
gremlin.
how long they been
We were talking about
married?
him clapping his cheeks in the shower
Yeah, I
last
remember
week,
that
and we almost
shit.
she
That
almost
was
threw up.
hysterical.
We had to
I-
pause
for real.
actually. I heard her dry heaving.
Mm-hmm. That was my pussy.
That pussy
Her pussy
dry
was
heat.
dry heaving.
Hey, speaking of, y'all brought up some shit last week.
Yeah.
I think that was last week. You were talking about how, like, being at the age where you don't give a fuck, like super old. You know what I'm talking about? You remember that? You're like old people just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't
I
think
want
I
to reach
said
that
that.
age. You did. It was in one. It was either the last one or the one before. But
Yeah.
I was thinking today that I think I might have hit like the first stage of that.
the first.
Absolutely.
Because I was at the gym and I was just naked in that motherfucker. And
Yeah,
I like
in the
literally
locker room.
in the
hopefully.
locker room.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
Let's be clear about
No,
that.
in the parking lot.
No, I was
He
on a
was doing
stair
squats
climber.
with his balls
Yeah.
touching the floor every time.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
just on the elliptical, just fucking.
Ugh. Getting
Nah.
your balls caught in the
Yeah.
pedals. Yeah.
But like, I
Yikes.
literally was like, I used to be like when I like before, like it's like, all right, when I drop the towel,
Mm-hmm.
it's like one fluid motion, towel off, undies on. You know what I'm saying? Try
Yep.
to show your dick for as little time as possible. But today, like I was just sitting down on my phone, like fucking, like I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I was
What
butt
the
ass
fuck?
naked
You
in the
didn't
locker room,
You
son.
didn't even have a towel
No
over your
towel,
dick.
son. You know what's crazy?
You're
And this
sitting
actually
on
happened.
your phone naked.
This happened today, yo. What this is how I do I give a fuck because I
You ever
like,
notice every time you try to put your underwear on fast,
you can't.
You can't
You
because you're
can't.
panicking.
Yeah, and
You ever
your foot get caught.
Yep.
Motherfucking dog. Like, but like I had dropped some shit and I'm still naked and this nigga
Mm-hmm. You just
handed
did a
it to me.
90-degree angle bend. You didn't even bend your knees.
No, he handed it to me, dog, and I
Oh,
just like
shit.
looked him in his face while my dick was out. It was kind of
When
very, it
was
was
this
very
today?
vulnerable. This was today at
Hell yeah.
Royal, shout out to Royal Oak LA Fitness. Bro.
What's up? Yeah, dude. I think
Damn.
you're officially old when you can be at a urinal and there's just one other guy over there and you rip ass and
You-
don't even laugh
See,
about it or
you
comment.
talked about that.
That-
You
okay,
go
that's
for
what
it. You did.
I knew we did talk. Did we talk about that on this
you
podcast?
did talk. Yes, you did on this podcast.
I don't
With
remember
two
that
A's.
part.
You
Anyways,
talked. Yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah.
You rip it when you fart and you don't laugh at it.
dude, my grandpa used to just stare at motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Just stare.
Really?
That part is like just just like this. I don't know you. We're on a
Mm-hmm.
bus or we're at like a hamburger place, just like this.
Yeah.
And just
He-
fart.
They just keep looking at you like, what, nigga?
Dude, not even like a twitch in the eye. Not even a twitch. Dude, like, it's like they
Lift
just
the
stare
leg,
at you.
too.
Like, you ever driving through a neighborhood and like if an old person's walking their dog, they'll stop and just turn and look at you the entire time. Like,
Nah, they usually cross the street if they
Yeah,
see
it's
me.
fucked
you know?
up.
it's like you never seen somebody drag a kid under the car before, you know?
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
it's like they see like a deer, like just in movements, like the.
It's fucking weird, dog. But like old people, yeah. Why would you give a fuck? Because I like when
Maybe
I was
they're just like fucking with you though. You know what I mean?
They
Like,
don't
can
care,
you
though.
imagine?
That's what
they
it
don't care
is.
because it's like what are you gonna do?
They
to
don't
them?
care. They've
What
lived.
do you-
They've seen. There's no such thing as awkward to like my grandpa.
Yeah.
Or like an old person like that. They don't think that way.
Because everything done happened already. They know
Yes.
that most people ain't gonna do shit.
Yep.
For real.
They've had every experience where they felt maybe a little awkward, or they didn't even
Yeah.
have that word. Like, yes, the word was around, but they
Mhm.
didn't. It wasn't as in the common vernacular. But like, they've had all the times where they saw like some weird experience and they felt weird about it, and then that's happened 1,000 times, and now they're like, oh, nothing's gonna happen.
They're like, nothing's gonna happen. Neither one of us are gonna remember this tomorrow.
That's why they get racist.
That's why they get racist.
That's why, huh?
Because they weren't like that their whole life. They just weren't outward with it. They just could say it now because
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do?
You know what's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy?
Don't
is
want
if
my daughter
we're
to date a
racist
black
when
guy.
we're older. Like, that'll prove it, because now like my grandpa grew up in a time with segregation and all that, and like he was taught that, you know.
Yeah.
Not making an excuse for him, but like if we grow up and become racist, it's inevitable. Racism is inevitable.
Yeah.
If our generation, like especially, or even like the millennials, if they grow up and they become racist, nothing you can do about it. We're always gonna be racist.
I don't think we're gonna become racist. I think
I don't think so either. But like,
I don't know. You know what's crazy about racism, son, is like sometimes my dad, like he be pulling up shit about like some, cop shot a black guy and his
Yeah.
grandfather's still alive or whatever the fuck.
right?
What kills me is like he's like a lot of these people that were, doing shit, in the civil rights era, a lot of them are still alive, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, nigga, these niggas are 99 years
Vegetables.
old, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck you gonna do, son? Like, you hooked up to a breathing machine, son. Like,
Mhm.
ain't nobody scared of your racism. I don't know.
I can't really start a revolution on.
Yeah,
breathing
son.
machine.
It's like
Yeah.
quit acting like that shit's significant, dog. Because I don't know.
What?
You can't really pass it because you could pass it down to your kids, but I mean, kids don't really be listening to everything their parents say, right?
No. It depends. The internet, I feel
I
like
think it definitely depends.
the internet is gonna expand everybody's mind. Really,
What you mean?
like, you can't really be racist with the internet. That's not true.
Yeah, what? Shut the fuck up.
You can't be
I
that old.
kind of see what you're saying, though.
You can't be that old school guarded racist, like where it's like you've met maybe one or two black people that were all right or whatever, or you've never met one at all, and your grandpappy, which is what you would call him if you're racist, and your dad or pappy, which is what you call him if you were racist, told you all these things about black people or whatever, like, and you never, there was no internet to see that, like, there's that's not true.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm saying you're saying that
The internet
people-
makes you live other places that you're not living
Yeah,
in.
you
Like,
can literally see cool black people from your phone.
yeah.
It's just like,
But then,
this is-
again, Oprah's bit was on before all that. So like, you should have. I don't
it
know.
desensitizes you, like, because like everybody like in the 90s or early 2000s, it's just like my idea of black people was just what I saw, like the rappers, what's on
And
the
what
news.
your parents said.
Yeah, or what your parents said. Where now it's just like it's some motherfucker doing a how-to video of making a Pop-Tart or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that,
Homemade Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
and then you're at home watching and be like, this nigga cooning.
We back, baby. We back. We back.
I love
Joanna's shaking her head.
Sure am.
What if the Independent Comedy Club? What if you guys wrote a Declaration of Independence to like Mark Ridley's? Declaration of Independence.
Oh man, that's funny. We should use that anyway.
I know. I was thinking
Declaration of Independence.
I
Like
wrote
that
that
should be
down.
a mic.
Declaration
That should
of
be a mic or
Independence.
something.
Yeah.
the
That
Declaration
should
of
be
Independence.
something. We do
Yeah.
have to utilize
At first,
that.
I wanted
That's
it
gotta
to be like
something.
literally like
Maybe
something
we
you
can
guys
like
wrote
name
or a
that
skit.
like our anniversary show or something.
The
Like when
Declaration of Independence.
yeah,
that would
could
be
be our
sweet.
that could be our 1 year anniversary.
The
Yeah.
Declaration of Independence.
Dog.
That's hard.
And
bruh.
we'll literally write it with a feather dipped into a pen. and then we'll have one guy on a boat. Even though there's no river between here and Ridley's, we'll somehow figure it out.
It's gonna take him 90 days to get to the show.
Yeah.
So he gotta leave like tonight. I still feel weird about people that have never drank or smoked a day in their life.
Well, yeah.
I feel weird about people like that, son.
Yeah. You never tried it once, you know?
I'm more like
I get somebody that's tried it, didn't like it.
tried it, didn't like it, or they went too hard at it, and now they're just like, all right, I'm never doing this again.
Yes.
But you ain't did it ever. Like, it's like, all right, what's your vice then, bro?
Yeah. How many girls you got chained up in your basement?
Like,
Something's
nigga,
up.
Enough.
everybody got a vice,
Just
bro.
enough.
He's like a chronic masturbator or something, son. He's
Chronic.
fucking weird. Like,
Let's be honest. We're all chronic masturbators.
I'm talking about chronic, nigga. Like 5 times before you leave the house.
Okay. I don't even think that's physically possible.
They'll talk about, nigga,
5 times before you leave the house.
Before you-
Every time you leave the house.
every time you leave the house. Like, I can't, like,
Like
brushing my
OCD
teeth.
masturbation.
Literally 5. Exactly 5.
That's fucking crazy.
Like, brushing your teeth, nigga.
Right.
I don't know, bro. Nah, but bro was cool, man. He was funny as hell. And the thing that just amazed me was just the people just lined up to just fucking choke on this man's penis at the end of his show.
Mhm.
That shit blows my mind, bro. It was a line. A long ass line for people saying, "I love you, Jeremiah. You're the greatest comedian." I was just like,
You sure you weren't jealous?
no, it's not jealousy. It's just I was amazed.
It's mind-blowing.
It's kind of mind blowing to see that.
It's
like
totally
this,
mind-blowing.
This one person can have this effect on strangers, yo. Like they will stand in line and just like they waited to pay tickets to see him, they will wait to fucking come up to him, buy some shit from him, and say 2 things and move. Give him a hug, give him a picture. It's like that shit is crazy because I do the same shit. Like I did the same shit. I saw Gary Owen. Motherfucker took a picture. My mom was like, "Hey, my son's a comedian." Blah blah. And I do the same shit with Bill Burr. I'd probably fucking lose my shit.
Yeah, but like
You
I
know,
wouldn't
it's-
even say.
okay,
It's so
like,
crazy.
I clearly did that with like Dave Attell. You know, like
Yeah.
I
if
ran. I ran.
I ran.
Because Johanna was at the first show.
Shout out to the war.
And I was like, and I called her before. I was like, "How did you meet David Tell?" Because I saw her picture she posted. I was like, "Tell me exactly your moves." And she's like, "Okay, so listen. Right
Yeah.
when he gets off stage, you got to run to the outside of the thing." And I was literally the first in line.
I was the first
my
in line too.
I was like, my
Yeah.
friends. I was like, I'm out, and I
That's
just
crazy.
I ran
Yeah.
through the comedy club to go meet
I
that
ran.
dude.
Literally, Connor and I ran as if we stole something.
And that's
We
so
grabbed our
fucking
jackets and we
crazy.
ran. And I
A
said, "Get the fuck up,
stranger.
let's go. We gotta go." Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
I guess like the thing is like I did that for David
The
Tell.
line.
I would do that for Bill Burr. You
Mhm.
know, like I would maybe do that for like Joey Diaz, but like
Mm.
I wouldn't do that for a lot of people. Like I wouldn't.
Same.
Okay, so like I guess everyone's heroes are different, but I wouldn't do that for somebody like Jeremiah Watkins.
No.
Yeah.
Like
I-
he's very talented and he's gonna go places and like maybe one day he will be somebody
Yeah,
like
he damn near
Bill
already
Burr
at
or
them
whatever.
places,
No,
for
the
real.
people that do that for somebody who isn't like a great are people that just want an Instagram picture or people that just have seen him on a popular TV show or whatever. Like
But son, it was a line.
Right.
I'm not just talking about just pictures, dog. It's just
he,
motherfuckers
well,
just
you know, I don't
wanting
know.
to shake
like I'm
his
trying to
hands,
think of
really.
like
hug
Maybe-
my girlfriend. You can kind of fuck her
Yeah.
if you want to, for real.
Jesus.
Like,
yeah.
Hmm.
Like
Maybe they- maybe they thought he
that
was a
would be
black
like
dude with
that
a
would
name
be
like
like
that.
me doing that for like Lisa Traeger.
yeah.
You know, like Lisa Traeger, she's been on Netflix, she's on Comedy
Mhm.
Central all the time. Like
She hung out with us.
she did hang out
Right?
with us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she's
at Barks.
cool as fuck. Yeah, I'm just saying like maybe it's different because we are in the scene and we are like we are
They're kind of
comics.
accessible.
Like
a
we're
little.
comics where
Mhm.
we produce shows. We see it all the time. We kind of have more of an understanding. Like this person is just a person.
Yeah.
Whereas like these people are just they're normies, so they're like
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
that's
could
kind of
never
thing with
get up there
comedy
and do
though. It's
that.
like comics aren't really like unless you're Kevin Hart or fucking Sebastian or whoever or Bill Burr even like. Bill Burr probably would like to chill with everybody, but like he can't because it's
He's at the level now. He
would
can't.
want to.
well,
I
not
think.
not chill with everybody, but like he'd
like
probably
he
wish
used
he
to.
could be more cool.
I know he used to.
Like the Comedy Store
No
in
way.
L.A. Apparently, like they're just chilling on the porch and shit.
Yeah.
And like, but it's on you to not be the fucking weirdo if you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just Bill Burr now at that level. Like it's like you would never know from him talking, but it's like after Kevin Hart, like you damn near might be the biggest comedian in comedy, bro, for real.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. So it's not weird to fucking line up in a line for the dude who just sold out Madison Square Garden. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
People
know,
will line
maybe
up
that
for somebody
Detroit
who
shit
is
been
on a network TV show, though.
What'd you say?
Like, I think there's a ton of people that would line up for somebody who's on a network TV show just because anybody who they see who they know's on TV and famous. There's a group of people.
There's mad niggas on TV and comedy though, bro. Like,
and yeah, like Eric Griffin is pretty fucking huge, dude. He's on everybody's podcast, and like he was at the Indie, and we had to move to the smaller room,
yeah.
and nobody was still in the smaller room. Like he was on a Comedy Central fucking show. So I guess that's not always the case, but
Yeah. Because TV not really popping like that for real.
Right. Like it's more of like
Yeah.
like Jeremiah Watkins'
It's like podcasts. And
Podcasts,
fucking.
YouTube channels, like fucking
Shit like that is
yeah.
what's popping.
we got to
for real.
get this shit going so all of us can get on
I'm telling you, son.
for
'Cause
real.
I was talking to
we
Johanna
need to
about
be
that. I was
funnier.
like, wait till they be like, Johanna, oh my God.
The Ride Along Podcast.
That's never gonna
You're
happen.
the
I always
funniest.
tell my friends that there's 2 A's instead
When
of
your
one.
dog had fleas that one time.
Yeah.
That was my favorite episode.
These are the deep cuts, you guys.
You
Like,
like them?
nobody's gonna ever bring these ones up. Hell no. If
We're in
that's
our
even insane
infinite
if we're still
Eminem
doing this in
days.
5 years.
We are in the we still trying to get this tape off to Dr. Dre for real.
That's what I'm saying.
We still at the shelter battling Papa Doc.
No, that was the final round.
We ain't at the final round. You know, we still choking. At the
Yo, what
beginning.
if-
Mom
Bro, we're
spaghetti.
still mom spaghetti.
We're still
okay?
mom
We're
spaghetti,
still mom
dog.
spaghetti. All day, dude. Right
God.
along 2 A's.
Dude,
2 A's and spaghetti.
We're still getting beat
Two
up by our
T's and spaghetti.
stepdad.
Yeah, man.
Damn, son, we still mom spaghetti.
What if you guys came to the final round at Ridley's, right? And I win, and then you guys are all like, "Yo, we're going to party and celebrate after," and I just walk away, and then like they play "Lose Yourself" as I walk away, and the credits roll, just like that, and then you never
So
see
you
me
thought
again.
about this.
Duh,
I just
he has thought
did, yeah.
about this.
No,
Nick's
dude,
never gonna
no
return.
chap for sure, 1000%.
If anybody sells out,
You guys
it's
want to
Nick
bet?
Kelly.
Yeah.
If anyone sells out, it's fucking Nick Kelly.
Take that back,
Sure.
right?
He
He's
will
gonna
forget.
sell out.
He will
For
forget
sure.
us so fast.
Get the fuck
He
out
will
of fuck
forget us
you.
all
so
of us, bro.
fast.
Eat the
He will
fattest
forget.
dick, dude. That's not
Dude.
true at all.
Son, my man would get out there.
Got
get
a bag and
bougie,
fix my
bruh.
teeth.
What?
Son.
No.
He would pull up to the Indy just like you said. You said this
In a
on this
Rolls-Royce?
podcast in a Rolls Royce, like I used to perform here. It's like, nigga, you did 2 shows, motherfucker. You gonna act like, yeah, this is the place where I started, and then we be like, Nick, what's good, bro? You be like, what's good?
Security.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy. I don't know this
I
guy.
was like, all
Right.
right, Nick.
There's a cripple coming at me. I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, wait till I release all these N words you say on the podcast. The Rolls Royce coming
For
back
real.
real quick.
No, I would not. For the record, that's very funny. I would not. But do you ever think about like if you ever like fantasize when you're touching yourself and you're sitting there fantasizing, like if you do say you get a something on Comedy Central or you get I don't know something respectable and then like
And then it
somebody
still
a
doesn't matter.
comedian. No, well yeah.
That's the worst.
I was
yeah.
thinking about that too. That's why I hesitated because there's a few comedians that we know that have been on Comedy Central that are still at the shitty things that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you ever think about like if like one of the comics you love like as a person, but like you wouldn't want to put your name on the line to like promote them or something came up to you and was like, "Yo, I need some help" or whatever. Like that would be a shitty situation.
So you're saying like,
What are you talking about?
I'm saying like if you were on and somebody that you love as a person but not as a comedian, like you wouldn't want to vouch for them.
oh, so it's like I fuck with you, but you kind of trash. But they came to you and was like, yo, you think you could get me something like Comedy Central or something? And it's just like,
Right. Like you two for sure, I'd be like, yes, I want them to open for me, both of them.
Well, I mean, your answer should. I mean, the way that I would handle that always, no matter what, whoever it could be Connor, or it could be somebody who I think's it could be anybody. Like I would straight up just be like, it was nearly impossible to even get myself up here.
for real.
Like
Yeah.
I can barely help myself.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't
got
bring you with me.
For
Like
real.
there's
I'd
just,
probably be like,
and it
give
doesn't
'em a
matter
fake
who the
number.
fuck you are. Like
right.
sorry,
I don't got
dude.
I don't got the clout like that
Yeah.
to just like it's like just because I got on, don't mean these people know me like that for me to start bringing my friends in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just like, yeah,
Exactly.
you had to scratch and claw just to get
Dude.
that, and
Yeah.
it still didn't do shit. I'm still at New
But,
Wave
like,
with your ass.
But I think about even like where I'm at now, which isn't shit, but people are starting to like. I'm starting to get paid, I guess,
Yeah.
you know,
For
and
sure.
like people are starting to ask me like, who should we book? Who do you want to feature for you? Who do you want this for or whatever guest spot, whatever like, and in that situation, for sure,
Yeah.
you know, for sure you're bringing the homies, but
Yeah.
like, if you don't really have a fucking any way or any pull, like, what are you gonna do, man?
We're all on our own.
Like
really.
no one's feelings can be hurt at that point. Like
yeah.
you just gotta be happy for your fucking friend and
For
move
real.
on. Like and try your best to get on that
It's like I
festival
can
or
kinda,
that show or whatever the
right.
next year, you know?
It's like I can tell you kind of how to get there a little bit. Like what I did, like I sent this, I sent that, I sent blah blah blah. I talked to this person, and maybe you can do that.
Right.
But as far as me just being like, yo, I got this dude Nick Kelly, bro. He funny as hell. Like, obviously not you because I'd actually say that, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's I can't just fucking.
No, you can't. That's
You damn near got to be running the place to do some shit like that. where
there's
it's
no
just
there's
like,
no
Yep.
hip hop D12. Or, I'm sorry. There's whoa.
There's
There's
no
no
hip-hop
comedy
D12.
D12. There's no comedy D12.
That's the indie baby.
Right.
Well, I'm saying like you can't. There's no
I'm Swift.
name a comedian that besides like movies like Adam Sandler brought all his homies in on the movies and
Well, I mean, like Joe Rogan and them, like they're
Yeah,
like a
they're
fucking,
all like the
they're
homies.
a group.
Yeah.
true, but they
They're
all
all
did
things-
it together at the
They're all
Also,
things
like the
comedy shit,
Legion
like
of
that's just
Skanks.
homies. Yeah,
Those
Legion of
guys,
Skanks.
they all fucking run deep.
Yeah, even the Flagrant 2 boys. It's just a bunch of comedy cliques.
All right,
Yeah.
you proved me wrong. All right, I'll
Yes,
admit when
it's
I'm
Like,
wrong.
click.
is there a fucking Rat Pack? Is there like a fucking old, like super uber fucking famous pack of comedians?
Well, I'm just saying,
No,
was
but
there an
they're
example of
pretty
one
famous.
person making it and bringing all his friends along with him? That's what I meant by the D12 thing. Like, you know, like we all know the people from Adam Sandler movies. The guy with the weird eye,
Yeah,
the guy that was
yeah.
a quarterback, like,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
yeah. But like comedy
good
is kind of
question.
like
That's
you're
a
by
good question.
yourself. Like you have to prove yourself so much to the point where it's like it's so
there
lucky
really
to
are,
make it.
Like-
you really are a lone wolf. What?
That is a good
Joe
question.
Rogan would be the best example, but also all those people were already funny, and he has thousands of people on his podcast, and like the people that were funny get that Rogan bump, quote unquote.
Right.
You know what I mean? The people that are likable and are funny get
Mm-hmm.
bumped.
Low key, Kevin Hart, for real.
Who did he bring?
So like
He runs
every-
with like all his boys
are the ones
like a
that, like-
dozen guys.
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
But not
literally.
who ain't
comedians,
really
though.
on like that, but they can still get
They,
book
like,
places.
tried to be comedians and shit. Like they all are on a podcast.
Yeah,
together.
just a dude. I just watched his clip today. Spank Horton. That's like,
Spank Horton.
dude, this nigga funny. I saw Kevin Hart.
Oh, yeah,
Live.
he has that show too. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, go on.
I saw
He's got like a channel.
who?
Kevin Hart has a
Kevin Hart does
channel.
have, yeah, the LOL network.
Yeah.
That's him. Don't nobody watch that shit.
Right.
But fucking is out there and exists. But like the dude like Spank Horton, there's like some other like 4 people. These are like, yeah, it was just, I mean, yeah, they were funny, but it was just more like home. It's just like D12. It's like, yeah, these niggas can rap,
Yeah.
but like,
But they're not.
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
But Kevin Hart brought him along, and I mean, you eventually, you know, you be around Kevin Hart that much, and you get around good stages and get good quality stage time all the time. Like you're gonna get funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I work with Kevin Hart. That's all you got to say. I can headline Ridley's tonight. You know,
Yeah.
at least I can headline Ridley's or the end. Shit, I'll take Spank Horton at the Indy.
Spank. This is his first name.
Spank.
Spank.
Spank Horton. That's such a black thing, is having
That's
a,
like a fucking. What was your first dog's name in the street you grew up on? That's like a porn name.
yeah, Spank Horton. That's yeah.
Spanky Horton.
Spank Horton.
Yeah, it's very like Action Bronson, Childish Gambino type of whatever that trend
Yeah.
is. Because there's a Wu-Tang
I
generator.
love the
you know
name
that?
Action Bronson.
Have you ever done that?
Wu-Tang generator.
Yeah, there's a website I'm pretty sure that's where Childish Gambino came up with his name.
I heard that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a Wu-Tang generator. There's a website where you type in your name or maybe, I don't know, your dog's name or I don't know. And it generates a name for
I
you.
thought Childish Gambino was a fucking like gangster.
Mm-mm.
No. No.
I'm pretty sure that's a true story. That
What's
he
another example?
did
There's
the-
Action Bronson, Childish Gambino. What? Oh, God. Hoodie Allen. I hate that name.
Hoodie
Something
Allen.
about that just
I thought that'd
bothers
be
me.
your favorite
I used
rapper,
to,
dog.
I used to
Eat a
love
dick.
Hoodie Allen.
I saw Hoodie Allen live, bro.
Did you?
Never even heard his
He's in
music.
Kalamazoo.
Oh, when I was a college girl, I used to love Hoodie Allen.
Hey, speaking of college girl, Johanna, you know what's crazy?
What?
Remember how you was telling us that story about how you punched them dudes, them two dudes?
Uh-huh.
I feel like I was at that party, bro.
Whoa.
Probably.
I was thinking about it. I was like, I feel like I was there.
Yeah.
You got punched?
Nah, she was because she was in a party in Kalamazoo.
Did you know?
And we about the
did
same
you know,
age.
a girl named Julie?
Dude, I went to Western Michigan University. There's mad Julies, bro.
This is a very special Julie.
This is a very special.
Bro,
I might.
she's
I don't
the
know.
prettiest person I've ever seen in real life.
You might have to show me a picture, but I
Yeah.
just like I was like I vaguely kind of remember this. I might have been there, son. That's crazy.
Probably. I used to fucking rage at Western. I'm
Yeah.
sure we were at the same fucking party. We probably know
Yeah.
a lot of the same people.
Exactly, because we the same age. We was down there, you know.
A lot of my guy friends went to Western.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I was thinking about that shit the other day, bro. Like,
Yeah. Were you
Just
friends
typed
with
in
Clarkson
Johanna
people or Lake
Madronda on
Orion
the
people?
Wu-Tang generator, and your name is Tough Goosey.
Wait, what? How do you
That's
do it?
so
What's the
accurate.
criteria?
You
What do
just
you have to
type in
answer?
your fucking name, dude. So should I do EJ Watson or do you want me to do the full
Tough
thing?
Do Evan Watson.
Evan Watson.
Goosey. So
Monkey
good.
Fickle.
That is not the name. These racist bastards. What is that the
What's
name for real?
yours?
Monkey Fickle.
How they know I was
bro.
black? What the fuck, you racist bastards?
What's yours, Nick?
All right, should I do Nicholas or Nick?
Uh,
I'm doing Nicholas.
yeah,
Sir Boozy.
Sir Boozy?
accurate.
Very accurate.
Boozy.
I can't believe it just gave you the monkey off rip, dog.
Yeah.
Sir Boozy. Hell
Hold
yeah.
on.
was your
Let's try
name?
Evan
Tough
Watson again. Let's
Clitoris?
see if it
What was
does.
Tough clitoris.
What was your name again?
Tough Goosey.
Tough Goosey?
Dude, it did Monkey Fickle twice. All right, so hold on. I'm going to refresh the page and try it again.
What if somebody else gets Childish Gambino?
I think that's taken or something. Evan James?
Jamal.
Evan Jamal. Let's see if it. What if it just says monkey? Oh God, this is awful. They're just taking words and putting them together.
me see.
Yours is attacker cheerful.
Attacker cheerful?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? They're just mixing dictionary with things.
Yeah. These supposed to be Wu-Tang Clan names?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is stupid.
I just got that Hoodie Allen is supposed to be Woody Allen.
Yeah, he's Hoodie Allen. Dog, you talking about a nigga that's corny.
Who? Woody Allen?
Hoodie.
Oh, Woody Allen's funny as shit.
Yeah, Woody Allen's legit, but fucking Hoodie Allen, bro. One of the worst concerts. I was on Molly too, and it still was trash. I was on a shit ton
Really?
of Molly, bro. In Kalamazoo, I don't remember the fucking what the fuck is the name of that place. I don't remember, but fucking
It's trash.
What made you?
The Wild
What made
Bull.
you feel like you were at the same party as me? Somebody was like, "Yo, this bitch just punched two dudes in the face."
I just remember. Yeah, something about
This sounds triggering you.
Yeah, just it's some girl. And I remember they say you got kicked out or whatever.
Yeah.
And I kind of remember that. Like I was like, I remember them like. This could have happened a bunch of times, but I just
Right.
remember some girl getting rowdy as hell, and then they fucking threw her out, and she was little. Like I don't know.
No, you just added that.
I just
He added
I
that.
did add that. I did add that. But fucking nah, it was literally just that a girl punching two dudes in the face, and that said girl getting thrown out. It was like I feel like I was there. I might not have been.
Well,
Or maybe it happened again. Maybe you was at a different party where you punched a different two dudes and got thrown out of that bitch. Because I bet that's not the first time you punched a dude, right?
First time we punched two.
I think it might have been. Yeah. it's
What would
first
you have
time.
done if they hit you back?
I don't know.
You'd have been
Call that
you-
Brazilian
you'd-
bitch
Nah,
that was
you-
there on Christmas.
your ass would have been in a coma. That's what would.
Depends on how hard they would have hit me, I guess. Yeah.
If
If they would have hit me, I would have freaked the fuck out.
I like that
would've-
rule. Don't hit women. That's a good rule. I like that societal rule.
that is a good societal rule.
I like that rule. I've always liked that rule.
Yeah.
I never understood it personally, but
Yeah. I
Don't
mean-
hit women. Nah, cause
Johanna gets off on it though. You fucking pussy.
yeah, she's one of those. I could tell you one of those.
what
bro.
are you saying?
I asked the girl a
You
while
think
ago.
I ask people to hit me?
No.
You punch a dude in the face.
So
That counts as asking to hit me.
whatever. So I'm angry. Who cares?
Son, as long as you connect it, bro, because I feel like the last like 5 times I punched a dude, like I didn't connect like I wanted to. You know what I mean? You ever do that
Yeah.
shit?
I don't really
The
remember
last 5
much.
times you
about
punched
it.
the dude. Damn.
Like I mean, over the course of like
Chicago's rough.
15 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I've only been in like 5 fights.
Yeah. I've
kind of
only
a lot of
connected
fights.
once.
What's your record?
I've I've been in maybe 2 fights
Both
my
with girls?
entire life with girls.
With
yeah,
girls?
and then I like
What were they about?
punched those guys in the face. The
Yeah.
first one was at the bus stop when I was in middle school.
Yeah.
They pulled
Yeah.
your weave off.
Fucking Nicole, dude. I wish I remember her. I wish I could remember
White
her.
bitch.
Nicole.
She was black.
Oh.
She was a black bitch, and she fucking hated me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Why she hates you?
Hated me because I got pretty hair
That pretty. That shit
and light
real.
skin, and I'm fucking
Mm.
fine. What do you mean?
Damn.
All right. I feel the demons getting
Jealous. Yeah.
woken up again.
Right.
Did you feel the earth shake just now? Or is that just me?
Right.
What do you mean?
I think the light started flickering.
Why
I
you
don't know.
why you siding
Girl.
with Nicole, EJ?
Dude, this girl was fucking after me, dude.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah, she bullied me for an entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finally stood up to her, and then she beat my ass at the bus stop.
She won.
Damn.
I mean,
Was she
we
bigger
had
than?
each other
was she-
by the hair. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like.
But I'm saying, like, if you like if there was a
She was a big
referee,
black- she was a big fucking black girl. She was
Yeah.
big. She was scary. And I
Yeah.
finally was like, I remember exactly what I said to her. I said, "What the fuck's your problem, dude?"
Dude.
you said, dude.
She said,
as
come
soon as-
here, white bitch.
As soon as the dude came out, she was like, "I'm about to beat this bitch ass. So I'm done with this motherfucker."
Yeah.
Nah, but was it like she like beat your ass, or was it like kind of a good fight and she might have pulled away at the end? You know,
It wasn't a good fight. There was no like punching.
Just
it was
hair-
Not,
hair
it was just
pulling.
like a fucking bitch fight. It was literally 2 middle school girls.
you
like,
supposed to
she
win
was-
against the black girls. They got weaves and shit, dog. You just pull that bitch right off.
No, that makes him more angry. That's like shooting at the Hulk.
Yeah, pretty much.
That shit.
I don't know.
fucking
I
peel
was
off like
little, dude.
Velcro.
I'm little. I was even smaller then.
You got a little.
Facts.
I mean, yeah.
You know,
Facts.
I'm just a little firecracker.
Should take some wrestling.
What about
classes.
your other fight? How did that go?
That was at my friend's house, and that was because she was disrespecting my friend or something.
That's recently. That sounds recent.
That was in high school.
Yo, okay.
So there was a middle school fight and a high school fight, and I never got into a physical altercation
Good.
in college, except for punching those 2 guys in the face.
Yeah,
But I'm pretty good. You know, I can talk my way out a lot of shit.
for sure.
Also, I'm small, so I get like big and loud.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like when you
They're
see
like
it's like when you see a
like
bear.
a Joe Pesci type of character.
Yeah,
You're like
exactly.
this bitch is crazy.
Literally,
Johanna
I am
Pesci.
Johanna Pesci for sure.
Oh shit! So
Jojo
like you were
Pesci,
talking about
dude.
the Golden Globes earlier. Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes last night was like, oh shit! Look at this table alone. We got Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Baby Yoda. Oh my bad, that's Joe Pesci.
That's amazing. Yes.
But dude, the funniest shit ever is when he called James Corden a fat pussy. And he was like, and he was also in Cats. You don't know who James Corden is? Well,
I don't.
just look up fat pussy. It'll show up.
Fat pussy. I don't think that's what's gonna show if I look up fat.
You don't know who
pussy.
James Corden is?
He was.
I don't.
He
Yeah.
hosts the what is it?
Not a big TV
The
movie
late
guy,
late
but
show or one of the fucking
One of the
James
shows.
Corden?
yeah, one of the late night shows,
Corden.
and he does the.
He was in Cats, anyways. And yeah. If you don't know him, it's not funny to you.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway,
James Corden.
What about you, EJ? Any
Oh,
fights?
that's a dude. Do the
the karaoke.
the comedians in cars doing karaoke.
Yep.
It's not comedians and cars.
Yeah, I know, but
Karaoke. Like,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
He sings everything like it's a Broadway.
Yeah, I know who this. I do know who this dude is.
Yeah, very sweet.
You called him a big fat pussy. That was his best joke.
No, because you don't get it, dude. You'd have to see him more often and also understand that he was already in Cats. He's in the movie Cats.
He reminds me of He reminds me of the fat kid from Lord of the Flies.
Oh my God! I
Yeah,
never saw the movie.
That's pretty accurate.
It's very
is-
accurate.
You guys
That's
watched the
very
movie in school, or did you guys watch that?
We
No
watched
shit.
the movie and we had to read the book.
Made me feel noodly.
Really?
That-
That was about like the kids on
That
an
was
island,
fucked
right? That like
up.
started like.
Yes, and the conch and the whole thing, and then
yeah,
they
that-
murdered
that
Piggy.
That shit was kind of
Whatever the fuck his
Oh,
name
God.
it
is.
was kind of intense.
They
bro.
murdered James Gordon.
Oh God!
They murdered James Gordon, bro.
He was singing too much. They're like, "Shut up, fag." No. Nothing. Thanks, guys. Thanks for leaving me hanging.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yo,
Sit
what?
in that fag for a second.
Oh, did you said a slur?
I just said. Yeah, I said fag.
Hey, we slur champions in this bitch, dog. We fucking go crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on my
What does a
phone.
do-rag do?
Get my waves.
How does it work? What's the science?
I don't.
behind it?
Dude, that's a great question. I have no idea because I bought the one that specifically says wave builder, and I was like, how does that do that? It's literally a scarf.
I'm so curious.
It's a scarf.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's the what it's. That's something we have to revisit next week. Oh, is it? Maybe it's the
Chime in next week when we go over do-rags and how they work. You heard it here first.
Find out next week when Josh Adams tells us how waves work.
So fucking accurate. Oh my god.
Dude.
Can you imagine? We just ask him the most racist questions the
racist-
entire
right.
time.
So, like, how do waves
So,
work?
Josh,
bruh?
how what's a do-rag do exactly? Could you just break that down for me?
So we should think of the most racist shit. To
We
ask this
should.
nigga,
We
dog.
should. So, can you scan your bridge card at a 7-Eleven or when does that re-up? How much do you get a month?
Do they use those at Whole Foods? How do bridge card? Do they?
How exactly do you prepare collard greens?
Yeah. So we done. That should be funny as hell, bro.
But real talk, I fuck heavy with collard greens.
Dog, them bitches
Dude,
delicious. Collard greens are delicious.
what is it that is so good about collard greens?
Nigga,
Is it all the
salt.
butter and salt?
Yeah, that's it. Motherfucker.
Cause you eat a collard green fucking raw. Oh man, you're
Nah,
done.
my mama be cooking it with like some little like pork shoulder, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's the
Oof.
best. That's the only way.
Shout out to my mama, dog. She is the cook of the century, dog. Everybody
Hell
say
yeah.
about their mama.
Have us over for dinner, man.
But dude, my mom is the
My mom's
fucking
the best and your mom's
truth.
the best, but they're the best in different ways.
Yeah. What's your
I had some of Nick Kelly's mom's leftover mastrolli once. It was
Say something.
There was no
Thank
salt.
God.
Get the
There was
fuck
no
outta
fucking
here.
salt or
Listen,
pepper.
I was holding back. I
He
was being
just tried to
respectful.
roll
You guys
a
were talking about
joint and
collard greens. I was
crumbled
like,
up
this ain't for me.
fucking-
You say something one more time
Nick
about
Kelly
my mom's
does not like
pasta.
spicy food.
That's
he doesn't
weird.
fuck with
I put
any.
Tabasco on. I put
Nah.
Tabasco
first
on
of
my
all,
goddamn eggs. This
Tabasco
morning.
is disrespectful.
Tabasco
Tabasco
is
is the
disrespectful.
worst
If they
hot
got
Tabasco
sauce.
is cooning.
Yeah, Tabasco is
Tabasco-
on the table at like Applebee's, bro. Like you can't be using
Tabasco
that
is
shit.
nasty.
To be fair, it was that like something with a C.
Cholula.
Cholula.
Cholula. It
Yeah.
was that. Is that still cooning?
That's Cholula's fine. I'll
Okay,
I'll
fine.
accept it.
It has a woman.
I
on it.
work at a Mexican restaurant, so Cholula kind of cliche too.
I like Cholula though. You heard it here first.
Oh, you guys are too good for Heinz too. I'm guessing, right?
I don't like
Like that
condiments.
Hunts.
I
You don't like
fuck with
condiments.
I
I don't
fuck
like
with
condiments.
condiments. I'm a condiment whore.
I don't like condiments at all, for real.
Dry mouth ass bitch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you gotta put a bunch of sauce on your shit, your food trash.
Fair enough.
But
I don't think that. I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
it's
I'm
like
just
if
a
you
sauce
eat wings
queen.
and then you dip them in ranch. It's like now you just chewing ranch.
Damn, now I want wings.
I do too.
Where do I get wings from? Where do we go get wings?
Son, them wings
Let's go
from
get some wings.
them wings from that Jamaican place at Detroit Shipping.
They slap.
Son,
Hell yeah.
slap like motherfucking
Hell yeah.
Ray Rice.
Dude,
nigga.
I just was saying the funniest shit, Nick, and you missed it. And I'm so sad.
Oh, you're talking about Josh Adams teaching us how waves work. But let's plug, bro, because I got to pee.
You go
and-
first.
And we going. Okay. So, This week, all right, every Friday and Saturday at the Independent, as always. Every Sunday at 313 Detroit Shipping Company. We got to plug our Instagrams, too, from now. We don't never be plugging our Instagrams. Follow me on Instagram, EJ Watson 111. And then what I got coming up, featuring Ferron Taylor this Sunday at the Independent with my man that's sitting across from me, Blaine Hill hosting. And then
you couldn't make it a ride along. Fucking, you couldn't ask me to host.
But he had asked Blaine to host before I asked about. Blaine was already penciled in. Hey, you could host Josh. We ain't got no host for Josh Adams.
I'm not hosting for Josh Adams. He doesn't respect me.
Why?
Because he doesn't think I'm funny.
I think you're projecting. Does he even know who the fuck you are?
Of course he knows who I am.
Oh, okay.
His daughter and I have the same name.
Same name?
Johanna. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're projecting.
I'm definitely not
all in your
projecting.
head.
I promise. Audience, I'm not projecting. This is just a very true thing. He just doesn't think I'm funny. And that's okay.
And he's told you
He doesn't
this?
have to think I'm funny. I watch him watch me. He sits in the audience. He does not laugh.
He don't laugh at nobody, bro.
Well, I'm not saying it's just me he doesn't think is funny. He probably doesn't think your ass is funny either.
Fine, whatever, shit. I'll
It's
be
hard to
opening
make
for
Josh.
him.
It's hard to make Josh Adams laugh. Again, tune in for next week with Josh Adams.
He gonna be
When he
on
doesn't laugh at a single thing we fucking say.
He could
And
be on his phone checking on his 9 kids. And then fucking no, but I'll be opening for him January 30th. That's a Thursday. I'm gonna be in Toledo at that beer stew shit. I think that's February. No, that's March 2nd. Oh damn, I don't need to plug that for real.
no one gives a shit.
Oh, and I'm on some yeah, Gratchet Pub. I gotta do a
no one
comedy
fucking
battle.
cares.
Yeah, come out and see me. If you don't come out and see me anywhere else, just come to the fucking Independent, dog. Like, just come every fucking Friday and Saturday for real, because we cooking in that motherfucker. And then if you want to squeeze some shit in on Sunday, dog, come to Detroit Shipping. Joe, what you got?
I will be hosting this Friday, the 10th, and this Saturday, the 11th, at the Independent for Whitney Chitwood. I will be at 313 Comedy on Sunday, 8 o'clock. Fucking Sneakers Comedy Night is coming up January 14th, Tuesday. That's in Ferndale, Michigan. Come check it out. It's going to be a good time. And then I'll plug away some other stuff next week. But follow me on Instagram, AVRGJOH. Hey, Kelly, what you got? Detroit to LA on the 15th. Suck my dick.
I'm gonna lose to Noah
I'm going to lose to Noah Chap.
Hey, you talking
Come
about
watch
8
me
Mile
lose
and
to
Noah?
Noah
You got
Chap.
an 8 Mile Noah Chap.
Shit.
Like, so you know how you went up there and was like, I am white. I am a fucking bum. You gotta go up there and be like, I'm not a necrophile. I fucking don't. I just
Write a whole new set.
Yeah,
But
just
actually, the
fucking-
reason I'm not a necrophile
Yeah.
is because it's disgusting. So on the 10th, I'll be at the Pizza and Hummus Showcase at Eats and Crafts in Troy. And then this Sunday for Ron Taylor at the Independent. On the 12th, I'll be featuring. And then 15th at Mark Ridley's. And on the 11th at Gratiot Pub for a show that Adam Walsh is putting on. So
For sure, dog. Well, glad to be back, y'all. Glad to be reunited
have
with my
you.
family.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
La Familia.
Happy New Year. And yeah, ride along with 2 ways as bitches. Goodbye.
Peace.
Modern ladies, modern ladies, modern ladies, modern ladies.
Make a chick forget she's insecure, like she was sniffing pure. I checked the temperature, hot, opposite of my demeanor. Got her sucking on my wiener. Forgot a freaking condom, but she said that she was clean, and I hashtag believe her. So what? She don't need me, I don't need her. No love, she leaves me and I leave her. Shit is icy like the freezer, guess it's the price of freedom. Some hippies in the 60s had some kids and didn't teach them. This heating isn't pleasing as it is to me is fleeting. I ain't high and mighty, I'm just high and uneasy. Plus my cock's a little cheesy, not really, it's just itchy. And bitches keep on bitching, I stick 'em as if my dick was an engine piston from Michigan. To get the gist, yeah, I'm sleazy. Straight to the point, please don't tease me. Burn the joint, not my pee-pee.